Hello everybody, my name is Spooky Sims and welcome to my channel. I would say welcome back, but this is only my second video. And today I'm going to be building an apartment for horror movie fans. I was inspired by an apartment that I believe Miss Griffey made that was just for I think it was either movie fans or like collectors or something like that. I'll have to find it. You'd think I'd remember if I was inspired by it. But I also found these posters on the gallery, and I will put the IDs for the people that I got these posters from in the description to make sure that they get credit. But I was like, I need to make this apartment. I knew I wanted it to be kind of more earthy tones and not like dark, but I didn't want it to be like a bunch of whites and stuff. So as you can see, I started off with these darker wood cabinets. They kind of have a more like orangey tone in my opinion, but they're from Dream Home Decorator, and I believe that the kitchen stove and fridge, not the sink, are from the new Home Chef Hustle Pack. I know that the fridge is, but the stove might not be, but I'm pretty sure it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, or don't. But yeah, I knew I wanted to try to utilize those because I had bought the pack and I hadn't really used it that much yet, so I tried to showcase as many items as I could. But starting off here, I have a kitchen, and I love that little item that has the bread in the case. Like, I use it all the time. It's so cute, and I envisioned like one of the roommates in this household to like to bake and cook, especially for like when they have movie nights, so that they have something to snack on while they watch a movie, because I personally know that I need something to snack on while I watch a movie. But yeah, it's also just like such a cute item, and it comes in so many different colors that I feel like you can utilize it in every build. But yeah, there's me testing the swatches on that pizza item because I didn't think I wanted to put the pizza oven in this build. The gameplay I've played with it, I just keep those in my Sims inventory, the like mixer, the waffle iron, and the pizza oven, which is very unrealistic because why would you carry them in your pocket? But yeah, and oh, this brick is from Get Famous, I believe, and it is one of my favorite bricks in the game. It's so, I think it's just the like cartoony feeling of it. It comes in so many cute swatches, like it, oh my gosh, I think this and just the like plain base game one, and that one, well, the two that we got in the base game update that I believe came either in the same update or around when the freelancer careers came out. I could be totally wrong about that, but I feel like it was then, which was like what, a million years ago. Like that sometimes it feels like it was yesterday, and sometimes it feels like it was like 17 years ago. But anyway, now I'm starting on the dining room area. I love the floor plan of this apartment. Oh, this apartment, I didn't even mention at the beginning. I'm already getting ahead of myself. This apartment is the apartment that I'm probably going to butcher this last name, but the Jang household is originally in the game, but I evicted them and bulldozed their apartment because I wanted to use it. But yeah, I can't see the name of the apartment, but it should be in the upper left hand corner. That's gonna be really embarrassing if it's my right. I'm not really good with stuff like that. But yeah, as you can see, I'm putting, okay, this plant item I never get to use enough because I just feel like it doesn't fit. And that one from Seasons, I don't think I've ever used. I think I like tried it when Seasons first came out, well, I actually don't think I got Seasons when it first came out, but like when Seasons was still new, and I can just never make it work. But it used to, I don't know if they updated it or not, but it used to have this horrible shadow that just made it like annoying to use. But anyway, moving on, these benches are from the Horse Ranch pack, and I haven't done any gameplay with that pack or built in the world. I've primarily just used the build mode items, and I haven't even used that many. But that's mainly what I bought the pack for, if I'm being completely honest. But hopefully I'll do gameplay soon. But yeah, I remembered I had this record player from the new kit. I think it's Modern Lux kit. I could be wrong. There's so many different kits. But yeah, I wanted to use that. And moving on to the living room, there's probably a giant cut in the clip to the living room. I had to cut out a lot of stuff from this apartment because the video was going to be like 40 minutes long, and I love long speed builds, but I did not want my second video on my channel to be a 40-minute long speed build. No way. So there's probably a lot of abrupt cuts in this footage, in this speed build, and I'm very sorry. I tried to speed it up fast enough where it wouldn't be as noticeable, but I think it's still, yeah, like right there. But anyway, the living room I'm pretty much done with. I kind of moved on really fast from that. As you can see, I used 3 of those movie posters, and I only know 2 of them. Most of these posters I don't know what they are. I know one is Frankenstein, and one is Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is one of my favorite movies ever. I love that movie. I watched it for the first time in my film class, and it's such a slow movie, but I think it's just like what their special effects were, because it is nothing like special effects nowadays. Like, I feel like I just appreciate the movie. But I want a poster of it so bad for my room, even though it will probably scare the heck out of me. But yeah, I think it would be so cool, and I don't know, I just really like that movie. But anyway, moving on really fast to the first bedroom, and as you can see, there's a Silence of the Lambs poster, which is also a really great movie that I watched for the first time in my film class. That does not stay, because what I liked about the first movie posters I had shown you is they were all in Simlish, and this Silence of the Lambs one and other ones were in were actual movie posters. And something about like on cast stuff, I don't mind like actual words being on there, but in build stuff, I don't want like words. I want it to be in Simlish. But I don't use CC, so like it doesn't matter to me, because all of the stuff that would be in Simlish is not CC. That didn't come out right. But yeah, anyway, I wanted this room to be, I wanted to use a metal frame bed, and I always try to use different ones. I always try to use the one from Cottage Living, but it just doesn't have the swatches that I need it to have. But I always go back to this, I want to say high school years, but it might be growing together, but I think it's high school years. Yeah, it's high school years. I always go back to this bed, and I feel like I use this swatch all the time, but it's just so pretty. Like, I love the cover for it with the flowers. Oh, it's so good. But anyway, I wanted this room to kind of be more girly, and I felt like this roommate is the one that bakes all the time and like cooks more. I feel like the other one does, but I feel like this one primarily cooks and bakes. And yeah, I know I wanted to have like a small TV. I tried to use that one from Basement Treasures, I think, but it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. And as you can see, there is clutter all over the dresser. I will be adding more to that. I might have cut it out. I'm not 100% sure. But a lot of small things like that I cut out. And I'm pretty sure I cut out like an entire bathroom. because it was just too much footage. Maybe in the future I'll do a longer build, but I did not feel like doing the voiceover for that. I just wanted to get this video out before Halloween, and as long as I finish it right after this voiceover, it will be coming out on the 30th, so mission accomplished. But anyway, this is their vanity area, and you can tell that I got really lazy with this because the placement of these objects is not very good, but you gotta do what you gotta do. It doesn't look bad, it's just not great. But I really didn't feel like it. Vanities, I always want to use them, but I don't feel like messing with placing the objects on them. Like, they all have like a raised section, and it's just really annoying. And they're so pretty, like, it makes me so sad, but I don't know. I just don't feel like doing all that. But anyway, also, this chair, I think it's from Vampires, but it's so cute. I don't think I've ever used it, and I thought that the person in this room would love it. I honestly didn't really have like Sims in mind for this build, other than like a couple things like the baking thing, but there wasn't much. But yeah, here I go. I'm like placing some movie posters in here that aren't the, you can see, if I could get my words out, you could see that I got rid of the Silence of the Lambs one. And that room, the other roommate's room, is just filled with posters right now, but I obviously will be getting rid of it later. But yeah, I think this room is almost done, I want to say. I think I go back and fidget with it a little bit later, but I might have cut that out. Okay, yeah, we're on to the shared bathroom. There's 2 bathrooms in this apartment. The other roommate has an ensuite because it's the bigger room, so I feel like maybe that roommate either just got really lucky, or they're like paying more for the rent or something. Like, I don't know what the deal is. If you guys want to move into this apartment, then you can decide that. You could completely bulldoze it and be like, I don't want your apartment, and I would be like, okay, fine. But yeah, this bathroom, it's really simple. I didn't really want to go like horror movie with this. I just kind of wanted it to be a basic bathroom. I think the most horror thing I placed, yeah, is that like towel holder from Vampires, which is cute, but it's a little out of place. But I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know why I'm talking about it so much. But anyway, yeah, that bathroom's pretty much finished. That rug is from Debug from Nifty Knitting, and I just thought it was really cute. It does look like it would not be a good bath mat, but I don't really care. It's The Sims. So, moving on to the next roommate's apartment, it took me forever to pick a bed for this roommate. And I always go back to the high school years beds. Like, I don't know what they put into these beds, but I always end up using them. And I will say that the headboard on this one is a little thin, which kind of bothers me, but not enough to stop me from using it. It's adorable. I love the swatches, and I just really don't think that they can top these beds. I think that this is The Sims peak. Maybe they'll prove me wrong, but the beds that came in high school years are the best beds, hands down. Like, I love them so much. But yeah, let me stop talking about the beds for 2 seconds. This room, I went a little crazy with the blue, and I don't understand why, because there is not very much blue in the rest of the apartment, but I think it was just the bed, and I was like, okay, well, this person really likes blue, I guess. But I mean, I still think it's cute. I don't think it looks really good with this wall color. This wallpaper is from Basement Treasures, I think, and I don't know, I like it for the rest of the apartment, but I feel like it doesn't look right in the rooms. But I couldn't figure out like another wallpaper I wanted to use. But I mean, I think it looks fine. I just think it doesn't look great. But anyway, I want to use that mirror all the time. I think it's from Werewolves, but I don't always end up using it. I'm pretty sure I place it in the entryway, but I could be wrong. As if I didn't build this like a couple days ago. I should remember, but I have a horrible memory sometimes. So, this dresser, you can tell in this room that I was kind of just like done with this build, and I just wanted to get it out. I eventually, before I took the screenshots a couple hours ago, went back and like added some details. Like I think I added some rugs under the desk, and like I think I just shifted a few things. But yeah, I mean it's not much. It was just like a couple rugs stacked on top of each other. But I feel like with big rooms, especially like living rooms, oh my gosh, when I make big living rooms, I have no idea what to do. I feel like I always end up putting like 3 pianos, 2 fireplaces, and it's just like, what do I do now? Or like when you make it long and skinny, I don't know what to do, but I don't know, it's not that bad. I think that I wish that I could make my apartments and houses more cluttered, but I just don't feel like going through all the time to place all those things, and I eventually want to learn how to use the tool mod, because I have an idea for an apartment, but I feel like the tool mod would be really helpful for that. So I had it for like a day, and I used it for a bush, and then I got confused, so I took it out of my game. But I'm gonna try to download it again soon. Also, this computer might not be usable. I might playtest it before I upload it. Who knows? I will also link or put my gallery ID down in the description, but this build might possibly be marked as CC, so if you do want to download it and you don't see it on my page, then press the include CC button. It's just because of the posters I used. Sometimes the game lets them slide, but sometimes it doesn't, and I think these ones might be marked as CC, but I promise it's not like furniture or anything, it's just the posters. So if it removes them, I'm really sorry. I hope it doesn't, because that's like the whole premise of the apartment. But I will try to find the creator and link them down below, so if you wanted to re-download them and put them back, you could. But fingers crossed that the Sims actually likes me and just leaves them there. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm just placing the final posters for this room, and then I believe it'll be moving on to the entryway, which should be the last part of this apartment. Yeah, this took me like 2 seconds. I feel like entryways are just kind of boring, like entryways and hallways. I mean, there really isn't much to like place around here. Oh yeah, that shelf. You'll see at the end of the video, as it's going into screenshots, me like moving that shelf, but I cut the footage of me decorating it out because it wasn't really important. You might be able to see it in the screenshots. You might, I actually don't think you can, but I just put some sugar skulls and some of those, oh, what are those called? The like sim figurines that your Sims get from like time capsules. Or time capsules? Yeah. Those. My Sims, I think. But yeah, and I just placed like 2 of those. But you probably can't even see it when the walls are down. I don't think you can. Oh, also this cow plant item is so cute. I don't think I've ever used it. It's from Paranormal, I'm pretty sure. I wish you could size it down, but when you do it, like, it doesn't size down right, and it's kind of annoying. But I made it work. I also didn't know that those shells from high school years, who's shocked that they're from high school years, had that swatch, and I feel like I need to use it. It's really cute. I feel like most of the time I don't even know that half the shelves in the game exist because you don't see them. But anyway, just adding some final touches, the last horror movie poster, and we should be going into the screenshot soon. So if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe for hopefully future Sims content. I want to try to do some gameplay and builds. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!